Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into one of the absolute best scholarship opportunities in all of Europe, the Government of Ireland International Education Scholarship. Seriously, if you've ever dreamed of studying in Ireland without a huge financial headache, you need to listen up. Okay, let's get right to the best part. This scholarship gives you a full tuition fee waiver. And yeah, you heard that right. 100% of your university fees are gone. Wiped out. Completely covered. But wait, it gets even better. On top of paying for your entire course, they also hand you a €10,000 stipend. That's for you to live on, for rent, food, and everything else for the whole academic year. Now, there's a small catch. There are only 60 of these available for the entire world. So yeah, they're competitive, but they are totally within reach if you know what you're doing. So let's break down exactly how you can snag one. So here's our game plan. We'll start with a quick overview, then check if you're eligible. After that, we'll get into the super important two-step application process. Then we'll cover how to write an amazing application, and we'll finish up with a clear action plan so you can get started right away. All right, first up, let's do a quick recap of the core benefits here. So just to hammer it home, you get the full fee waiver plus that €10,000 stipend. This is for a one-year full-time program at a top Irish university, and you'd be starting your studies this coming fall. Okay, so who can actually get this incredible deal? Let's check out the main requirements. So the basics are pretty simple. You need to be from a country that's outside of the European Union or Switzerland. But here's the number one, most important rule, and I can't stress this enough. You must already have an offer letter from an Irish university before you can even think about applying for the scholarship. And this brings us to a really key strategic point. While you can apply for a PhD, the scholarship only pays for 1 year. That makes it a perfect fit for a one-year master's degree. But it's a pretty big gamble for a 3 or 4-year PhD. You'd be on your own for the rest of it. Okay, pay close attention because this next part is absolutely critical. This is where so many people get it wrong, and it can completely sink your application. So let's walk through the exact process, step by step. It's a sequence, and the order matters. Your first job, your only job at the start, is to apply to an Irish university and get in. Once you have that offer letter in your hand, it can be conditional or unconditional. Then, and only then, can you use it to apply for the scholarship. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The official rules are crystal clear, no wiggle room at all. This quote says it all. Getting that university offer is your ticket to the game. Without it, you can't even play. And when you look at the timeline, you can see the pressure's on. You need to be applying to universities right now because you've got to have that offer letter well before the scholarship deadline, which is usually around mid-March. Then you'll find out if you got it, around June. So you did it. You got your university offer. That's awesome. Now let's talk about the scholarship application itself and how we can make yours the one they absolutely cannot ignore. Now check this out. Let's look at how they score you. Your grades and your work experience, that's worth 40%. But your essays, your personal statement, that's worth a massive 45%. It is the single biggest piece of the pie. So what does this mean? It means your grades will get your foot in the door, but your essays are what will win you the scholarship. This is your chance to tell your story, to show them who you are beyond the transcript. This is where you win. For that first essay, you got to think on 2 levels. First, the small picture. How is this specific course going to help your career? And then the big picture. How are you going to take those amazing new skills and use them to help your home country? Get specific about a problem you want to help solve. The second essay is all about what you'll do when you're not in class. They want to see that you'll actually engage with Ireland. The trick here is to do your homework. Go on the university website, find real clubs that you're genuinely interested in, and name them. Talk about wanting to experience things like St. Patrick's Day. Show them you've put in the effort. And finally, the third essay is about the future. How are you going to stay connected to Ireland after you leave? Are you going to join the alumni network, act as an ambassador, maybe support Irish businesses back home? You need to show them that this is a long-term investment for them, not just a one-year vacation for you. Okay, let's pull all of this together into a real, practical action plan you can start using today. Here are a couple of pro tips to make your life way easier. First, focus on universities that have no application fee. And trust me, a bunch of them don't. Second, see if you can get an English test waiver. If you did your last degree in English, or if you have certain exams, like the WASIQ in West Africa, you could save a ton of time and money. So there you have it. That's the entire roadmap. We've covered everything from what you get to how you get it. The information is all here. The only thing left to ask is, are you ready to take that first step? Because your journey to Ireland starts right now with that university application. Good luck.